Alright, guys, Jimmy here. This is a different video than normal. This is basically a train mode. This is a video on train mode. So in a way, it's kind of different from usual. So, let's see. Yeah. Let's see. So it's basically a train mode video. If you're thinking to myself, let's just go somewhere simple. Let's go FD. Basically tomorrow, because actually tomorrow I'm gonna try to compete in my first tournament in a while. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I kind of want to try. Let me turn this off. And I wonder if this is actually an infinite, guys. Well, it's sort of like this. It's just jab to side B, jab, side B. But it does have a good confirm into F smash. Probably tipper F smash if possible. If I can pull that off in the corner, just maybe try jump. So Actually, this is kind of what I kind of wanted. Now, speaking of which, this is actually kind of how game chat is kind of supposed to be, and I messed up so badly. What was I going with this? So, in a way, this is kind of how game chat kind of wanted the original game chat to be. Just, you know, just talk, just get talking about stuff. You know, just nope, just a regular thing. So, let me reset. So, anyway, this is pretty much going to be a video. This is the first video in a while since I've last done any. Apologize for pretty much delaying stuff. Just been busy with a few things. I am back to doing regular videos. You will see soon 1 or 2 Full Glory Gladiators. I did stream on May 2nd. It was actually May 2nd, so I'd say that's the last. Actually, a week ago, about a week ago, and I want balls out here. Like I said, I will be back doing regular videos. I have been doing stuff. Been busy with a lot of things. Preferably actually, me and my older sister Jem have been searching for apartments recently. We found one place that looked like a good place to stay at, and we wait for a decision, and no, we were pretty good. Everything went good, but my sister had this eviction from like a long time ago, and they say they could try to overlook that, but in the end, they actually couldn't overlook it, so sadly couldn't, so we didn't get that apartment, which actually kind of sucks. It says we were gonna move like about a month from now, but the thing was so one thing is prior to filling out an application and all that, we had to prior to this, we had to fill out security deposit. We had to pay at least security deposit of $150. I just paid $68. I paid the rest, which was $80. And since we were denied, our application was denied. They were going to refund it. So this just happened started at least 2 weeks ago. So Well, around the time he did the application, I think we did this. Actually, we did an application in the beginning, at the end of March. Actually, yeah, we went there the last day of March 31st, Saturday, March 31st, and I'd say at least a few weeks went by. You know, it took like a few weeks. They needed like a few things, like proof of income, bank statements, our paycheck stubs, which took a while, and then bank statements, and then, you know, and proof of, you know, living in that I was living with my family. I was living with family and whatnot. So after that we waited for. So after that, we waited. So waited, and then they told us we were denied. So they agreed to start refunding us. Actually, then started refunding us. Said they were going to refund us. Then processing takes like 3 to 5 business days. That's what my father told me. 3 to 5 business days. Usually stuff like this happens in like 3 to 5 business days. So around that time frame, so around these 3 to 5 business days that have happened, so the first 3 to 5 business days happened, went through, and I usually check my bank usually check my bank account through on my phone. So does my sister and I. So does my sister. And what happened? So, you know, we haven't, neither one of us have gotten our done. So 5 days turned into at least a week. So yeah, 3 to 5 business days turn into a week. And so eventually my sister, when she got off work, went to see what was going on. Turns out that the lady at this apartment complex, she was nice, she was courteous and everything, but turns out that what happened was, turns out she never did it. Around that same time, she was actually going on vacation, and she was like, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know what in her mindset was. I don't know if she just thought, this isn't really much. I guess she must have thought she did it, or B, her flight was leaving like an hour or something like that, and she decided to just say, fuck it, I can do it when I get back. here's the thing like about that at the time. Because of giving, instead of actually pay $2, I could have used it for basically a lot of things. One of the main things about this was I used Uber Eats, which is, if you don't know, like an order app. You just order like food at restaurants, like order food like McDonald's, or recently Captain D's is doing this now, and all your local restaurants and stuff like that. I actually used Uber Eats, like, I say good at least 2 or 3 times. We'll just say at least 2 or 3 times, and I'm thinking, and here's how this the situation has happened. I believe that I didn't think much about my peeking out because I actually used my PayPal, and what I was going to use was basically use the credit line PayPal credit, if you don't know what it is, and I was going to use that credit line, pay for my meals, and I'm thinking that's not much of a big deal. I'm pretty much going to pay it anyway. I'm going to be paying for it anyway. So I'm thinking nothing much will happen from there at that point in time. Well, turns out I was actually wrong. Turns out this because Uber Eats, if you use your PayPal, the way they actually set this up is they go with the available balances for your PayPal. So any money that you got sent to your friends, family, or they just give you cash. They decide to just give you cash. Why not? So what happened next was, since my bank account was actually linked to my PayPal, they go the next option. If you don't have any money PayPal balance to cover the order, they immediately go into your bank account. And me, recently, a few things, usually I pay like at least my cell phone bill, my Wi-Fi bill, Wi-Fi bill, small, I dry clean. My dad likes to dry clean jeans because he likes creases in jeans somehow, or pants in general, which is highway blue. No jeans should have creases ever. Just saying. And usually, and most of the time, I like wear blue jeans like every day. Blue jeans every day. My dad thinks all regular jeans that I don't need to go working. First, he prefers creases, so I have to pay dry clean for that. Dry clean for shirts, pants, dress shirts, and I guess my jeans, and pay my dad. And since right now I don't have a driver's license right now, nor do I have a car right now, even though I'm 21, dad drives me to and from work every day, so pay him at least $15 a week. I pay my stepmother $25 a month, $25 a week, $25 a week, and so in terms of a month, I pay $100 a month for basically rent. $47.50 a month for my cell phone. $50 a month for Wi-Fi, and $60 a month to my dad for gas. So what happens from there, and usually that's all from my most of that comes from paychecks. And usually the amount of money I have saved varies from week to week. Week to week, so yeah, that's kind of. That's all the good thing is. I'm hoping I get some information about this new job at UPS soon. Because actually, I get a pay raise, and I kind of need some of the extra money. But I kind of do want to eventually upgrade, at least certain things. At least by next year, March, but at least next spring, some of everything is more crisp and cleaner, and especially playing on PC, especially if I'm playing like Fortnite or PUBG or something like that. Play Fortnite, or if I want to play emulate games all through Dolphin, which I actually have. That way, if you know any good place that does ROMs where it's basically safe and won't give me like a virus type of stuff, then let me know in the comments, or let me know on Twitter. My Twitter at JMoneyGaming or whatever. So gaming or whatever. So what next was from my from that point forward, so yeah, basically in the case of $80, basically I could have used it for a lot of things. Plus prior to this, I had to pay for my own suits. Basically a suit for Easter, and basically a lot of things. So I was down to like the last bit of money I had left. Extra money I had left. So yeah, pretty much in the latter respect, I end up having to. So at the end of that, so yeah, and then officially they said to me, it turns out, yeah, we did have this. Now my sister was in there. She was kind of upset, because basically me, I've had. So, like I said about the Uber Eats thing. So, here's the thing. Even if you, and here's the thing about PayPal, about that thing with Uber Eats. Me, I had little to no money at all. So, and somehow it still went through. And I had barely any money. I didn't know that was happening until I actually looked at my bank account and figure out what exactly is going on. Turns out, yeah, that is what that happened. I was like, fuck me. It's like, well, fuck me. So, yeah, just, So from there, I ended up having a lot of money. Just basically, I ended up getting like really negative. Ended up having multiple overdraft fees, just over the top, of just insane. And because of those, I most of my usual paychecks end up going up in smoke. And pretty much because of that, I had to figure out a way of paying my own bills. Figure out how to pay my own bills, and next thing you know, I had to borrow money from family and a lot of things. If I had that extra 8, and my thing was, I was still expecting this $80 still through come in, because then that would help me out with this, mostly out of this fine, and then my paycheck would be fine. And then, so, when they said, me and my sister, yeah, it turns out we actually never, here's what also was kind that, yeah, it turns out we never actually processed that refund at all. Now my sister went to them and asked about that, and well, she was pissed. Me, I was more pissed because basically what has happened to me, and because of that, I've pretty much now had to get a new bank account, new checking account, and then create a new checking account, create a new going to be closing this old one as soon as possible. Because actually, as soon as I close that one out, I pretty much won't be able to. That means I can get rid of that account. And then, now, the next time I actually do use Uber Eats or Grubhub or anything you're going to use, any of these like food sharing things, make sure you don't link PayPal to your bank account, because then you fuck yourself. That's one more story. But one big thing was my sister was pissed off about this, and then they actually did process the refund. They processed it on Friday, actually on Friday, this past Friday. But the big thing they could have done was at least, now if it was me in there, I would have been like, I still would have said, like, you're telling me you can't write a check. But the thing was, they could have done this to make it easier, is they could have written a check, because chances are, usually this is in a bank system. Usually in a bank account. Like a checking type account. Some kind of like checking account or something. Like, you're telling me you couldn't like print out like a check or write one yourself? Write one for yourselves? Because me, in my mind, this is what I was thinking to myself in my mind is, like, okay, this is what you can do. You're gonna do is, number one, give us go ahead and leak us our money, but you also owe. My mindset, I pretty much just like, look, okay, look, you wanna write us a check, and you're gonna process the refund on the credit cards, is you made us wait like because pretty much you waste, because clearly you made us wait a while, because they also made us, because it took a while for us to get to announce the decision, because I think because it was almost a month, so they told us their application was denied. Like it took a month for us to get everything together, but about a month to get everything together, a few weeks to get everything together, but actually it took a month for us to get everything together, but they, cause everything was good. It was like, we actually have, good credit and stuff like that, but good credit and stuff like that, so good credit and stuff like that. But and that was pretty much the thing. So my thing was, in a case of this, so Jez just said, so they actually processed it, and then they just agreed, like, yeah, we're just gonna tell everyone that this is what you have done. This is how you did us, like that, and we're gonna go ahead and thank God they actually put it in there. Because to be honest with you, I kind of like happy that they actually did put the money back on front, that they got the money to us back quick as possible. Because if I had to wait, because if it was like today or tomorrow and it wasn't in that account, today or tomorrow, I swear to God, literally, I was at like running. They're just like, if you don't run us the check, run us. I probably would have been like, probably just like, look, we ain't thugs, but I will. You won't see thugs. You won't see that we got the thugs. We got some thug in us. See the thugs, thug life in us. Like, we ain't like, run that cash. You know what? Run the cash. Run us our money. Cash, check, whatever. Just run that shit. Like, that's kind of how I felt at that point. So, you actually want to know what apartments they were. But if you want to know what apartments they were, I'll give you the address to you guys. But we're kind of, I think I saw one apartment that I think that I kind of saw in the magazine, which actually it kind of will work for me, especially with stream. It's actually a free bedroom apartment. One room for me, one room for my sister, and then the third room separate from my room, and a room just for, streaming, gaming, and whatnot. Just for like streaming, gaming, and gaming, just separate. Because in a way, I kind of would like a separate space from my room. Yeah, that's what I kind of like about it. separate space from my room. No, separate space because the way my room is set up, it's like, so I'm literally like a from this chair, like it's literally like a couple inches from this, a few inches from my bed, back of my bed, and then and the way how everything is set up, like my two monitors are in a way set up like, because I kind of do want to give, because right now I usually, when I stream, I actually have hardly anything to read comments or anything like that. And I don't know if when OBS is gonna do like a update where they actually can do something like my current with my hodgepodge and get, currently, let the capture filter or whatever show up, like, it's actually in the, I don't know when the most recent, somehow there's the closest thing I could do is exploit, but actually it does do hodgepodge, this stuff with hodgepodge, but it's not with this one here, because I think this is a more recent system. Actually, this is more of a recent, like, updated thing. I might actually have to look at exploit and see if they actually did any new version where they actually made sure. If they have, then that works perfectly, because then I can actually, then I might switch from OBS to, I can switch from OBS to, switch from like OBS to exploit, and a bunch of other things. So yeah, because of what happened recently to me, like the past few weeks, and some recent stuff, and basically me not budgeting money enough. I mean, not really budgeting much. Truth is, I kinda lost my opportunity to go to UCL, sadly, and that kind of sucks, which actually kind of sucks, but I'm not going to be able to go to UCL, and that kind of sucks for me. I mean, because I have to figure out a way of paying my hotel, and I haven't heard anything from anyone about carpooling, so I'm just gonna say from that point I probably will have to get like a flight from Louisville to Orlando and back, round trip flight. It's gonna take like a while, and it's just best that I just leave. So it's just best to just leave it be. It's just leave stuff alone, leave tournaments and stuff, go into big tournaments and stuff kind of alone, but I still do want to, but I am going to try to compete in tournaments again. I still want to make tournaments. I'm actually preparing for it tomorrow, but I just kind of need to No. So. And I'm not trying to surprise anyone. That's kind of how it is for now. Even if I did register, and then recently I had to email actually if you can refund me, my registration fee and registration fee, and I canceled my reservation to the hotel. It sucks. I wish to go, but sadly, basically because of these recent financial events and everything, because one of the main reasons recently is I actually have to pay. I have to pay a GTC. At least over $1,000, and pretty soon in June I'm gonna have to start paying off financial aid, so it's like going to suck. So it's also gonna tap into me a lot. Which actually sucks a lot, so yeah, so that's kind of me right now, but that's kind of what it's gonna be. So yeah, switch to. Yeah, that's how it is for me. Have to think about. That's kind of what it is like. Yeah. I'm just gonna practice. My goal is simple practice. So they actually announced the Nintendo Switch Online is plans for that has been announced. So online play. So in case you don't know, there's online play. In online it is $20 a month. You can play classic, play 20 plus NES games. You can play games. It's not like Virtual Console's coming back. It's not back, but you got but the Virtual Console is gonna add some online multiplayer and online multiplayer, so kind of probably online co-op, online multiplayer type stuff. So and all of that's for $20. So who knows? And right now it's 20 NES titles. It's NES, but I think they're gonna add more games. I think they're probably gonna do something where they get somehow. I think there might be a chance, if this is possible, if Nintendo loves us enough, really does this, is if you pay this thing, you actually do this. It's pretty much like Netflix. It's pretty much like Netflix for games, and it's actually affordable. $20 for 1 year. That is a price that can't be beat. Which actually can't be beat. But there's also a family plan for $34 or $35 a month, or $35 a year. I don't know exactly how you pay that. I don't know if it's comes in monthly installments or if you got it a year. You can. It's gonna be things that'll happen. It launches September 20. It launches September of this year. Because this is. But I am actually happy for E3, which is actually we're 1 month away from E3. Well, more than a month from E3. And one of the things they didn't know, and one of the things you didn't know about E3 is they actually announced. They say that Smash for Switch is going to be playable. Will be playable. So, if it's going to be playable E3, so it means they might have. So it might be out earlier than might be out. I'm gonna say it might come out earlier than I was gonna say. My thoughts when I looked at it, people say thoughts is it's gonna come out like in November, but it's before Black Friday, which actually gives me hope because usually most game releases are on Tuesday. On Tuesdays. And I would say this, my birthday is actually on November 6th. It's actually on November 6th. So my thought process is this, wait, does this have wind animation? Oh, yes it does. She has wind animation. She has a wind animation. It blows in the wind. I never noticed that. Bayonetta. Well, that's new. So yeah, if it's on November 6th on my birthday, I was gonna do a 24-hour stream for my birthday anyway. But yeah, that 24-hour stream is gonna be like playing Switch 24/7, 24 hours. Because I'm already planning on taking a week off for my birthday, because I at least want to go out and drink and, at least, basically, anyone with over 21, go out. And since I work at night, I don't get to do anything with friends, so I don't get to do much with friends and stuff, so. And I'm probably sure a lot of people will be playing Smash Switch on that day. So I already know on release night I'm pretty much we're just gonna be on that game. We're gonna be on that game all day, all night long, just. All night long. So So, yeah, that's the kind of big thing about this. So that'll be the big goal of this whole thing, is actually the Smash Switch will be at least the Smash Switch is going to be playable. So that means one thing is people are going to say, I say it's going to be a new port. I say it's a port. They're just going to add new details, because if so you look at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's just Mario Kart 8 was on the Wii U. Just add a couple more characters, add extra games, and extra courses, and extra courses, and that was what it was. And that was what it was. Donkey Kong Trouble Freeze was also on the Wii U, but now it's on the Switch, and now has Funky Kong. But for a while was only port, but I think they're doing DLC, but I think it's only on Switch. Hyrule Warriors was on Wii U, but that's on Switch. I mean, all I know is this: there's gonna be a lot of things about Nintendo and this Nintendo has, and I was saying that in a month from now, Nintendo has a lot of things. Now, what other developers are going to have, other developers are going to have a bunch of things. I know Sony will have Last of Us 2, we'll have Last of Us 2, I think a few other games are going to be that part. Microsoft usually they have Rare, so who knows? We can see a bunch of stuff. Now, one big thing is Capcom. They have at least a few things, and those few things are with the Resident Evil games, with Resident Evil. There's Mega Man 11, which comes out, I say November, around November this year. We'll probably talk about DLC with the new DLC of certain Capcom of Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition. Cody probably they'll probably have a trailer out for him. For that, either then or CEO, because that is a super miniature, and people are going to be there. Plus, actually, it is going to be plus. Also, that's a Capcom Pro Tour event, so plus it's a Capcom Pro Tour event, so you're going to hear something like that. Now, with Microsoft, actually, I kind of do hope they actually do like a new Killer Instinct game. I probably could play the game on my computer, actually. But, Killer Instinct is, the classic. Is a classic. Is a game actually that is a fighting game I actually not played. I've never played before, nor have I played any of the previous Killer Instincts in the past. So I kind of want to try that game out. Actually, try the Killer Instinct. And give it a try. try. What else is there? But yeah, Street Fighter. Yeah, Street Fighter. So yeah, Street Fighter 5 is fun. They pretty much announced already, like the Street Fighter for Rangers, the collection, which is at the end of the month. Depends. I don't know if I could be able to play it. I need to figure out the system requirements for that. But since most of these old classic Street Fighter games being great community and stuff, I'm probably sure I have to, and like upscale graphics and whatnot, arcade perfect gameplay and whatnot. I'm probably sure it has to be like, you have to get like a $5,000 computer or something like what, or something like the more modern ones have, more like up to date computers have. There's like, and so might have to upgrade my computer for that, or wait till we actually get a PS4. My thing is, I kind of do. My thing is, luckily enough, I'll actually have. I'll buy a desk that actually will have space where actually I won't slam my controller into a keyboard. I'll be using an arcade stick actually, so I won't be bashing my stick. Actually, I probably won't find a way to bash my stick like crazy. I'll probably press the buttons like crazy, but probably be mashing buttons like crazy if I'm like, I think Shinra you can actually mash buttons like level 2 and level 3. Just like something like that. Just oh, glances are. Okay, there we go. So, but yeah, I know this is going to be something that probably has, but I will say this could be a surprise, and I think this could happen if somehow Marvel got their shit together with, now if Disney and Disney's version of Disney Marvel, I say Disney Marvel / Disney, finally, you know, since Disney and now has the rights to X-Men and Deadpool, and if X-Men and Deadpool and Fantastic Four, I wonder if they do this, is they talk to Capcom and they realize, look, we realize that, you know, because the thing about the Marvel vs. Capcom game, it's kind of Capcom's fault for, it's kind of in a way Capcom's fault, because they kind of could have added more characters, but Disney gave, I think Disney was the one that gave Capcom the short end of the stick on that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and why it's bad. Because, I mean, because Disney and Fox had their, you know, legal battle, but Marvel but it was made by Marvel Games, and Marvel Games had the rights, so they kind of could have added X-Men, and Deadpool, and Doom, and whatnot. They kind of, so I don't know who is to blame, but in a way, Marvel Games / Disney had kind of should have cared more to actual gamers, people who take the game seriously. Yeah, casual players, but the people who are going to play, the casual players, of course, we're going to play the story mode and people, and then stop. But you gotta think of also the other spectrum, the gamers who play this game, who will play the online and play the game itself. Because actually, I watch Maximilian Dude. I am a fan of Maximilian Dude. Dude, it's kind of... It's actually... So, fan of those games, and one of the things is, I think that if Marvel actually, I say this, since Marvel, because Capcom actually since has not said anything about said MVC game, maybe they actually are talking with Disney / Marvel Games to, like, we're gonna play at least a few more characters in the game, but we need you guys to do what you guys do, and this is how I think they need to do this. Since the game is already like $30 or $20 at least at some places, what Capcom and Marvel, I say this, in a Capcom Marvel conference together, they're together and they just come up and they say to people of Marvel vs. Capcom, to all our fans, we have heard you guys tell us how all the direct things you have said we took in all of your feedback on the game and how you guys have felt about it. We apologize that we couldn't do what we give you. We rushed a game, gave you guys the game that honestly was rushed to development. Was honestly rushed through the development process. And the process, everything, we apologize. And because of that, I know a lot of fans are still upset at that. We apologize for driving you guys away. We want to make this up to you guys. So, and as a gesture, they show a trailer, show at least, I say, a new, like, at least something, announce a new Marvel vs. Capcom new update, announced the newest update. They show, and in that, they show in this trailer the new UI, it shows a new UI, the graphics are updated to at least look more, I say do like the Marvel Freestyle, but just, I say Marvel vs. Capcom's gameplay engine is actually good. Actually, I've heard that Marvel vs. Capcom's gameplay engine is actually pretty good. Graphics, Capcom can make graphics work perfectly. I think they actually, this time they actually make it work. They actually make the graphics look good. Do a graphics update, show off a new graphics update. Everything looks more cleaner, more crisper. And then they show off and in that trailer, they actually show off, all the regular characters fighting, and then show off, and then show off new characters. And while they doing that, show off new characters, and I say this, they on Marvel side, they at least X-Men, at least the big X-Men like Cyclops, Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, Sentinel. You can add Deadpool in the mix. Any other Magneto, and any other X-Men that actually were fan favorites. Have someone with Doctor Doom. Oh, Doctor Doom. Some plays a role. No, Doctor Doom. Capcom side, they actually had like another another Street Fighter. I say Wolverine Ken. No, why is it? I mean, Akuma and Ken for the guys, and for girls with Chun-Li. You also have Sakura and Sea Viper. Bring her back. It's actually I will actually look back at Marvel vs. Capcom 3 gameplay. She actually looks pretty good. Actually looks pretty cool. Cool. I say bring back Captain Commando, and I know Captain Commando. No, bring back Captain Commando. Bring back Jin, and then I don't know who else you could bring in that point in time. And I don't know exactly who else you can bring at that. And then I say we already at this point we're probably adding at least 6 characters. Because in this I say 12 more characters. No, 6 more characters on each side. No, like the big X-Men and Doctor Doom, Deadpool and Doctor Doom. No, the most fan favorite X-Men, which is Wolverine, Storm, Sentinel. And then bring back Cyclops. And then bring back Cyclops. Then from there on, you add Deadpool. Oh, Magneto, Deadpool, Doom. That's because how much is that? How many is that in Marvel side? In that case, Marvel side that's Wolverine, Storm, Sentinel, Cyclops, Deadpool, Magneto, Doom. That's 7 already. And then on Capcom side, you had 7. And actually, since Capcom actually got short in the second in terms of new added characters, they kind of need to add at least someone. I say, in this case, actually, bring back Virgil. In that case, let's see. Bring back Virgil. Bring back Akuma. Bring back Sea Viper. It's free already. Let's see. Bring back Virgil. Bring back Sea Viper. Bring back Captain Commando. Jin. That's 4. Bring them back, and then new characters: Asura. I don't know who else. I don't know the other 2, but at least I say at least bring back some new, new in class, bring back some new and mostly Capcom. Bring back the classics. Capcom brings back classics. Marvel brings back the classics. No, just bring them back. Just bring those characters back. Have them be included in this update for free. And then down the line, you say there will be more characters down the line as DLC, and then you say by at least, but by starting next year, you know, Marvel versus Capcom Infinite Gauntlet Edition or something like that. I don't know. Gauntlet Edition or something like that. Because the thing was, it kind of thing was with Infinity War, it's a kind of a ploy of, I think it was kind of a ploy with, it looked like it was a ploy to just, you know, hey, we have a cinematic universe, you can find them in the video game and stuff like that. I don't know. It was just more of like marketing than, you know, thinking of the game itself. For me, I would, if it came out this year, if Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite came out like this year and this was the roster at the start, I think people wouldn't be as pissed, but maybe there would have been. And then if from there, you know, people who actually, people are still pissed at the game, then, well, I guess, okay. Well, I guess then, you can just stick with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 then. That's all I can say. And just stick with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 then. That's kind of my only thing I can say about that, but I don't have any words to say. But what do you guys play? So, I'm just giving you guys basically what I just think. So yeah, if Capcom does that, then that's kind of what needs to happen. Kind of is what needs to be done, and I don't know what else from there. But something has to be done. But for Capcom, that's kind of what's going to happen. That's kind of what they kind of need to do. That's actually my opinion there. But yeah, so yeah, I'm ready. I'm kind of ready for E3. I'm ready to see what happens from there. So I think I'll be, and I think if all that goes well if Capcom in Marvel games decides to something like that, but the thing is, Capcom still has to do a lot more things to get people back to happiness, because I mean, that's the only thing I can do is from there, since pretty much Marvel vs. Capcom is probably confirmed dead after this point. Probably at this point forward, Marvel vs. Capcom is dead. But yeah, if nothing like that happens at E3, and that's pretty much the game is dead for real, then, well, all I can say for Capcom is please announce that you're going to develop a future Capcom All-Stars game, or somehow pull off a surprise and announce the development of CVS 3, of Capcom vs. SNK 3. And I never played, you just take Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's engine, gameplay engine, you're good. From there point forward, you're gold. And your graphics, and then SNK has their large roster of characters, which actually KF14, I kind of want to see if I can play that actually online. Actually, I wonder if I can actually do that. Hold on. Let me actually check something. Requirements for KOF 14. I got K Not Fighters 13, but that's an earlier game actually. So actually, I might actually have a good. But I think I have a good chance at this one. I had KOF. Okay, so it does meet the minimum. So, okay, so I can play KOF 14. So I can play KOF 14. My graphics driver is over 6 months outdated. Yeah, this is an older one. And I guess this CPU is different. Speed's good and everything. I got plenty of disk space, yep, because and the minimum operating system is Windows XP. That's kind of good to know. I'm good there. Sound card, yeah, my minimum is that. I just have to good amount of RAM. What's the recommended thing? I don't know exactly what that is. Intel Core i5. Well, I do AMD. I do an AMD type of thing. So actually, it doesn't really matter that much. Just this CPU and GPU, or CPU and the graphics card is just something really, I guess, very super high quality. Yeah, the RAM's was like 256. I mean, graphics card, I can change. I can do a new one anytime, but for now, this is good for now. So I'm gonna at least wait a year. So, but let's kind of get in. KOF 13. I can play King of Fighters 13. I wonder if anyone actually plays it. If there is actually still a good quality, scene, then I'll try it, because I'll play KOF 4, because I've never played a King of Fighters game ever. So here it is, King of Fighters 14 Steam Edition. Okay, no, it does not. Yeah, I guess I have to again. Oh, the only thing is just a video card. Okay, so the only thing is just a video card. Everything else runs fine. Met the RAM requirements. Operating system's good. Disk space, yep. Just my video card. But actually, they couldn't announce a KOF 15 by that point, so. But I'll still get it, because actually I kind of do want to try that game, especially because actually looking at it, because I've never played an SNK game. I'm 21. I never played it, but I know SNK bosses, because I know SNK bosses are hell. Are like fighting game, like you're fighting gods basically. And the thing is, you're basically just question is, my hands are probably too short to box with guys. But that's the thing. I love the challenge of that stuff. I will accept that challenge. I wonder, let me see. They probably announce, they usually show the, no, Street Fighter. Actually, it's right here, so it just shows the packs and stuff. Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter Arcade. Now, I know I can actually get Ultra Street Fighter 4 actually. Ultra Street Fighter 4 actually meets the minimum requirements. Because actually, the operating system is actually, so it doesn't matter what type of disk space it is. Operating system works, 6 gigs RAM. The CPU speed is fine. The CPU is fine. The graphics card meets the requirements. I think it's like, I think I have to get something. Eventually, I'll upgrade the graphics card because that's probably the big one. Because actually, Fortnite. So Fortnite is actually something I might have to do. It's actually, yeah, because everything meets the minimum. What's a recommended thing, actually? Look at. Okay. Yeah, recommended is actually need more RAM. Yeah, really met the RAM requirements is 2 gigabytes. Best thing is actually, so I might have to get more RAM, but RAM and actually does, if I want to. Eventually, I gotta find a way of, I gotta update the graphics card. Because I forgot why not, but yeah, every night I'm fine. So yeah, I have to do at least so. But right now, if it's not broken, don't. But you know what they say: if it's ain't broken, don't fix it. Right? So I don't think I'll be able to play Call of Duty World War II. Nope. As I paid the least. That's the main thing is I pay at least, come on. Doesn't mean that. So yeah, I would have to, you know, upgrade stuff. But yeah, that's the main reason of what I can, what we'll run it. We'll run this thing. Because I'm not gonna buy a new computer like straight up. Just buy all the things that needs to be, you know, probably at least get some of the most up to date things. At least get it to where it needs to be. So that's the only thing I have to do. Just do something like that. Just don't. Because I'm not gonna try to buy like all these. Because I don't want all like the bells and whistles and whatnot, and spend like basically like $1 billion or something like. Eventually I'll do like updates and stuff to it, to this computer in the future, but for now I'm good. It works, runs, it's fine. Besides, it actually runs in at least 1080p, 60 frames a second, so it's kind of a good thing about this. But yeah, that's what's been going on. else I could say? I could say stuff sports related, but that's kind of not. I do like. Alright, I think we're kind of done for today. So, that's it, guys. Guys, this is kind of the actual, kind of like a game chat, just. And yeah, it's kind of like a long video, and it's just me talking. Yeah, and there'll be pauses here and there. It's pretty much unedited, uncut, just me just being an actual human being, just talking, just, you know, just chatting with you guys. So, see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably do a few more of these, along with the 4 glories, with the 4 glory glares, and any other gameplays I do. Because actually, pretty soon I will. I actually did do a couple gameplays on Fortnite, actually, and they're kind of not that good. Well, after looking at it, I barely realized now. I kind of see why my game has paused a bit, because actually can pause at times. So because of the RAM thing, so barely meets RAM. So yeah, I'll probably do upgrades and stuff in time, but for now we'll just stick with what we got. Till then, I'll be back with more videos soon. Till then, I'm Money. I'll see you guys next.